Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. What's up, everybody? Okay, hey. Okay. What is up, everybody? Okay, so I'm just gonna go through some of the. Hey, I'm going through some of Victorious now. Let's see. Okay. I guess I could do that. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to add Victorious to the chat. Oh my god, imagine I had, like, Victorious. Okay. Gonna window capture. Favorite character? I don't know if I like any of the characters. Um, dang. I mean, Kat and Robbie are so funny. I, I really, I don't even know how to, like, what to make of the rest of them. Okay. If I choose this. Hey. Okay. Okay. So add it to that. Okay. Ooh, who's your guys' favorite character? Oh, okay, here we go. I'm going to put this ahead of me. Sorry, friends. Let's see here. If I play Victorious. Oh my god. Okay. Here's the thing. Stop streaming. Am I not live? Sorry, I thought I was live. Yes, Jade is a funny character. Okay. I am going to get started. I'm sorry, guys. I won't be able to talk too much because I do have to figure this out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the breakfast bunch. Whew. If I had a nickel, everything I have to say about the breakfast bunch is not so good. I do consider this the first episode of the third season because the Christmas story, not really fair. Not fair to judge. Wait, let me follow on my phone real quick. Don't you forget about me. Oh my god, they're making me sing it. I don't even like this song. I'm so scared. Okay, okay. Let's see. Uh... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So I never really liked this original movie it's based off of, honestly. The Breakfast Club was not one of my favorites. I did not love the 80s movies, and I know a lot of people are going to fight me in the comments for that, maybe because I'm not a romantic? No, I just don't like them. I think it's the style I'm not super into. I like how storytelling came out post this era. So they don't even give us. I feel like this would have done so much better if they had like an intro that kind of like acknowledged what was going to happen. I do like the extra shots at Hollywood Arts. It definitely makes me feel like I'm getting to know the place more than I knew before. Hollywood Arts. It definitely makes me feel like I'm getting to know the place more than I knew before. They talk about prom queen, even though that already happened. Hmm. Ugh, now I'm nervous because everybody's here. Okay. Forget about me.
Detention is that way.
So we learn all the kids are here for detention. We get a new opening, which is kind of cool. A bunch of random kids on the Artist of the Year board. I don't know who these people are. And yeah, it seems like we kind of dropped all the character arcs just for this one episode. So basically, they're all in the library for detention. Jade spits out her gum and Robbie and Rex catches it? Why does that happen?
I can't get past level 23. Fro?
They seem to really dive into the dialogue-based comedy. Like, I feel like this is an excuse to be a little bit lazier with the writing, do a single bottle episode in just the school, and dress the characters unlike they would usually dress. I mean, that does kind of look like Beck's outfit, like he would normally wear, but still, if something feels off about it. The fact that we have a teacher here that we don't really know super well also is frustrating for me. Like, at least be Psychowitz or something. Like, I get it. It's kind of like a reference to The Breakfast Club, but, like, why in the world would we need to have a new teacher?
Princess.
I was just wondering what the plan is for lunch.
Well, if you pre-turds get hungry...
Pre-turds? He used the term pre-turds. Oh my god, look, they have a whole eye pair center on the wall. That's so funny.
Technically, sir, if perishable foods aren't kept at either below 30...
They give them food, which I do not remember happening in the movie.
But you did not.
Tori!
They keep getting worse and worse detention the more they talk, which none of them seem to learn their lesson. And this is not a normal school, this is a art school, so I don't think they would do detention this formally. Oh, and the episode is just so many montages of everybody doing stuff weird. I think Kat does not have that extreme drawing skills. Like, what are they even doing in this section? She pours glitter on herself, Andre's flossing. It just feels like a lot of visual gags that are kind of too random to even be scripted at some points.
Tacos do sound really good right now.
I'm down for tacos.
So the kids all want tacos, but they know they can't really leave the library, so they decide to break the rules. Of course, Jade has to be the daredevil one out of everybody. And has, like, some dialogue with Kat. I feel like it's kind of an inside joke, the fact that it's referencing The Breakfast Club. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff I should be getting, but I don't. Like, Jade and Kat having a little confrontation. Like, that doesn't feel like normal Victorious. And a lot of the kids watching this episode probably don't know the references. Like, I feel like back at the day, we didn't really watch 80s movies casually, you know?
You're so conceited.
What?
We see Trina breaking into Tori's locker just to prank the principal, just to trick the teacher. And when Tori goes in, I have to go back. Like, watch 80s movies casually, you know? So Trina is able to sneak the tacos into Tori's locker, which, great for them. Not really a plot, but keep going, I guess.
Tacos.
Then they find themselves trying to avoid the teacher so they don't get in even more trouble. And this school is very limited. Like, they had to build sets just to make it look like there's even hallways. And honestly, they're not so great. It looks like the public bathrooms.
You know where you're gonna be 5 years from now? Watch that,
Tori draws attention to herself to get the teacher off everybody else's back, which is supposed to be a noble deed, but I don't really care. I've never seen Tori do stuff for the good of others. So the teacher takes her to the broom closet to kind of give her a talking to, and again, this feels like something that must have been done in the movie, but I am a little uncomfortable about how close this teacher gets and why they needed to be in a private area. Tori finds a secret passageway to the library. Why? And all of them are just hanging out, eating tacos. And then we get another weird conversation between Jade and Robbie.
Only because I didn't want Tori to know I'm a vegan.
About him being vegan, and they make a whole deal out of it this entire scene, which is actually kind of relevant. I do think this is a little bit more funny than most.
I think he's gonna run dance. Oh, yeah!
Andre goes crazy with excitement, and so he decides to run into the room that they originally had detention in and dance on the tables. This is where everybody starts to dance on the tables. They start to act really delirious, which we all know what they're trying to insinuate. Come on, guys. Tori reveals that she has a skill of shooting arrows with only her foot, and of course Dan Schneider had to have written this episode. Like, why do we... You're asking us to make fun of some of this stuff. Like, I can't believe how many feet references there are in Nickelodeon shows. Like, it's a little uncanny after a certain point. Yeah, it feels like they're celebrating something that didn't end up happening. Robbie ends up becoming more of a daredevil by the end of the episode, but barely, just because he talked about being vegan. What? And all the kids walk out of the school successfully, as if that was an accomplishment, to just sit in school all day. Tori has a pink balloon, and that's supposed to be the symbolism that represents the movie, and yeah, nothing else really happens, except for Kat giving Robbie her gum. Disgusting. He eats it, and this love situationship never goes anywhere. The teacher reads the note at the very end, and it's like, they're gonna all be at school the next day. Like, why in the world are we being so dramatic right now? Sorry, guys. It usually takes me shorter to make all these. Okay. Ooh. Hold on.
Okay. Okay, you want to know what I really think?
No, I don't, Tori. Please, chill. Okay. Okay. I got this one going. Sorry, chat. I am laser focused. I knew this would take so much longer if I did this live instead of just, like, on my own. Ay. What am I on? I just don't like Tori, guys. Victorious is like 16, Gumball, iCarly, Ned's Declassified. Oh my god, dang. Yeah, it's definitely the most unhinged show. That's what I'm gonna be naming the video. Something about being unhinged. I feel like that would be a good title for this video.
Lana, put the fork down. Just put it down.
You want to... Because you're the one who did this to me. You're garbage.
So Tori enacts a scene with Sikowitz.
You know, bus stations are good for that.
Hey, my audition is next Tuesday. So tell me what was so bad about my acting in the scene.
Look, you're a good actor, but you're still playing the scene too safe.
My throw up got in his eyes and he flew into a roller coaster.
You want to get this role?
Oh my god.
You need less press and more risk. Make us believe.
On a Ferris wheel?
The next episode is called The Gorilla Club. We start out with Tori and Sikowitz rehearsing a scene. Tori's getting ready to audition for a big movie, and yay, at least we have a lot of stuff going on. He says that she's not able to be super risky, so yeah. He suggests she tries to be more dangerous in her life. Kat gives a weird example of a time that she threw up on somebody. Ew. And Tori just pantses Sikowitz as if that is a way of proving that you are more dangerous. Ay, ay, ay.
Disgusting in there. What is wrong with you guys?
We're playing cards. You in or out?
She's in.
Ooh.
Tori, did a package come for me?
No?
What you getting?
I ordered these delicious new Fazini shoes with 10-inch heels.
Who can walk in 10-inch heels?
Yeah.
Awesome people like me. Too much candy.
Fodissimo!
Here it is, tracking number A.
Outside your comfort zones. About pushing your emotions to new places.
Oh, I'm back. I know about acting. I say words.
I don't see why we can't just pretend to be pirates.
I'll play pirates with you.
No, I don't like how you play pirates.
That's funny.
I love animals. Gorilla Club, what's that?
It's just a fun place with lots of cool things to do.
Yeah, cool things that'll jank you up.
Oh, I am not.
The Gorilla Club.
If you get dead.
Well, do people get hurt here a lot?
A lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the balls of pain. Thanks.
You're still playing the scene too safely.
This episode low-key gives me a lot of the bird scene vibes. Remember that episode where Tori had to figure out the perfect way to deliver the bird scene? Which is nice. I like that we're going back to season 1 concepts because that's when it was truly at its peak. They all hang out playing poker with a bunch of pieces of candy, and honestly, this is the way to live. This is what I was doing in high school. Playing cards and betting candy. I love candy, guys. I'm not going to get into it. Trina is talking about a package. She basically ordered 10-inch high heels, which is ridiculous. How do you even walk in stuff like that? And she criticizes them for even judging her about it. Kat says she doesn't like playing Pirates with Robbie because of the way he plays, and I don't even want to know what that means. So they hear about this place called the Gorilla Club, which is an exclusive joint that Tori insists on wanting to see, so that way she can not play it safe anymore, like Psychowitz says.
21.
When they get to the club, it's really intimidating and honestly a little horrifying. Like, I can see why it's exclusive, and I don't even understand why all these people are here. Thanks for commenting on my hair.
Club.
I'm not? Yes, I am. Why aren't I? I love animals. Gorilla Club, what's that? Okay. Not so bad.
Tori's insistent on going on one of the contraptions called Balls of Pain, and basically she humiliates herself, trying to act really cool. And her friends are there to support her, but yeah, it's not going well for you, Tori. I feel like they try to make their main characters in the Snyder Show... I feel like in the Snyder Shows, they try to make their main characters just too... I guess, like, timid is usually their personality trait. Like, Tori's timid... Carly was timid on iCarly. It pushes them into new situations that really test them. And this one being her situation is so funny. I can't imagine doing this kind of stuff in high school, though. Like, what's the equivalent to the Gorilla Club? Like, maybe Fight Club? Like, are they trying to make all these movie references? I still feel like I don't know how to feel about this season quite yet. Kat does the Balls of Pain super easily, and honestly, it's so funny watching her frolic through them, despite the fact, like, the way Tori denied them.
Seconds.
Easy. Let's go.
You realize those big 40-pound balls are gonna be swinging back and forth, right?
Risk. It's all about risk.
So she goes back to Psychowitz, hoping that all of this experience will lead to her having better acting skills. And unfortunately, Victoria Justice, it's not happening. No, it's not personal. It's not personal. So she goes back to the Gorilla Club for the real risk, knowing that she hasn't done it quite yet. I feel like Beck is the central character in this for her. It could have easily been Andre, but it has to be Beck here. And she tries the Balls of Pain one more time. Finally succeeding and almost showing off. Kind of obnoxiously, though. It feels like they're trying to make this more like a grunge vibe because they have everybody in the audience dressed in black or some sort of dark emo setup.
Sitting?
Psychowitz, look at the sandwich I made.
Her neck.
So Tori does it again for Psychowitz on video chat, and this time
Look at the sandwich I made.
To go.
They're like presents with hinges. Oh, look,
Speaking of
it's Jane
hinges.
on my way. What are you doing here?
I'm just helping Tori rehearse for her audition.
That's 3 nights in a row. I
Oh
know
my
she's
gosh.
bad, but does she really need this much help? He's teaching me about taking risks.
So obviously Jay doesn't like that Tori's spending a lot of time with Beck, which is kind of a fair criticism. I feel like before it was kind of unhinged of her, but at this point, like 3 nights with a different girl, like with the same girl, I guess that is a reason to be a little sketched out. But Jade, nothing Jade usually does is safe, so I'm not even going to go on her side for this. But Jade doesn't usually think before she judges, so I don't know if I could judge her here. What the heck? I can't even know what I'm saying sometimes. Oh, there's a blooper at the end of the episode? I'm excited.
Well, no. I didn't do the gorilla thing. But I used the bathroom there. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do right now?
What?
I'm gonna use the bathroom here! I really need this much.
The next.
He's teaching me about taking...
So Tori tells him she's being taught how to take risks, which is great. Good for them. She ends up trying to wrestle the gorilla from the club, which I didn't know there was a physical, actual gorilla. Okay, we were introduced to it before, but I didn't know it came out to play. And everybody is watching as Tori tries to take on the ape. Wait, is an ape and a gorilla the same thing? I don't know. So this guy physically gets Tori and throws her into the crowd. What in the world? Yeah, there's an intense fight going on between the two, and I'm glad it's not between another student. That would be crazy. It gives, like, this wrestling vibe. And she gets so wrapped up in it, she, like, full-on injures this guy and herself in the process, ending up in a cast by the time she has her audition, okay? So, yeah.
Get well soon.
She definitely loses her chances of winning, of getting this part, all because of the Gorilla Club. But hey, maybe at least she gets some points for taking risks.
The best auditions I've ever seen.
And stick it right in your neck.
Yeah. All right.
Yes! You audition like that, I guarantee you'll get the part.
Cycle it.
I know she's bad, but does she really need this much help?
Vega! Victim to take on the...
Tori thinks she could use choreography to beat the gorilla, and for some reason, she's right. She ends up doing it, and it's kind of embarrassing from my perspective, but hey, it ends up working out, so what do I have to judge? Yeah, all around this episode is nice because it brings us back to the bare roots of what Victorious does so well. There's a little bit of tension between Jade and Beck, but it honestly feels pretty earned, like, especially the way, like, she's kind of losing trust in Beck, and Beck's getting a little bit more sassy toward her, but hey, that's what happens when you're in a toxic relationship. I wish these two were not together, but I don't wish Beck would be with Tori either, guys. This is not really a good shipping show, especially with the bare minimum they give us to actually work with. Better than the Breakfast Bunch episode, which is completely parodying a movie, I feel like the Gorilla Club takes us back to what we like about Victorious, which is pretty positive. Dang, these are going to be long edits later. I don't usually take this long. I guess I'm nervous because of the group. Or because of this live stream, I'm getting a little extra nervous. Sorry, guys. Just be patient with me.
What if we act out the final scene from Titanic?
My feet fell asleep.
Oh my god, I just gave away the ending. Spoiler alert!
You know, whenever she starts talking, I think to myself, maybe this time... Early? They announced it?
No. But they're supposed to tell us this week when they're going to make the announcement.
So you're waiting for the announcement of the announcement?
Yes. We still do that.
Better than that.
Just buy another GX.
No. If I buy the GX, then the new XT will come out the next day, and then I'll be stuck with a stupid GX while everybody else has the cool new XT.
Hey, if we're gonna keep talking about Tori's phone, could someone please take me to a car door so I can slam...
I'll text everyone.
Okay, so the next episode we have is The Worst Couple. Ooh, cool idea for an episode. This is about Sinjin putting together a newlywed game type show. And honestly, I can't believe how many times they're gonna do this game show trope. They get away with it a lot more than you think. I really like the dialogue in the opening scene, like Kat referencing the Titanic, saying she gave away the ending. That's so funny. Tori's trying not to be behind on the tech front. She, like, really wants a new iPhone GX. She really wants the new Pearphone GX, and she's worried that the new one will come out before she gets rid of the old one, and honestly, it's very relatable, especially for this point in time. She's like waiting. They're all getting excited for the... they all talk about... dang, this is so stressful. So that's when Sinjin comes in to tell everybody about his little show. And I wish this was a little bit more revolving Jade and Beck before the whole plot line comes out. But since most of the main cast isn't actually couples, they find themselves having to pair off in pretty inauthentic ways. I like that Sinjin is like attempting to make this, because it definitely has to do with like the Hollywood industry, and that's 100% what Victorious is usually going for. They have a whole studio audience here too. Oh my god, Tori brings a whole cord to charge her phone, which is so disrespectful. I can't believe that she did that.
Excuse me for a moment.
Hey, Northridge.
We finally get to see the Northridge girls. What? And they're just like sassy teenagers that they do not get along with. And who doesn't love a little bit of school competitiveness for no reason?
Yes. Turn it off. Shut.
Tori's so rude though, having her phone at in the middle of like a recording. Like, that's ridiculous.
So, I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. Go on. Andre, Cat has bad breath.
It's just pretend.
Your answer.
I'm gonna go with B. Easy now, don't start something you can't finish.
Andre says start something.
Girlfriend Tori say.
So a lot of this is just straightforward a comedy bit with Andre and Kat acting like they're a couple, Robbie and Tori,
Pop it for it.
with Trina being the prompt user.
Clearly is.
Guys, I'm getting so nervous. Sorry. I'm excited that everybody here is in the chat. I just, I feel like I just watched this episode, but I'm like kind of stuttering a little bit. So I do not usually... Ugh. The prompt user. Oh my gosh. I usually improv all of this stuff. That's why my grammar and sentence structures are horrible. So I don't have a script, which is making me extra nervous, especially with people here. Usually I just sit here by myself with the mic and it works out. Right now I'm just a little more nervous than usual. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I appreciate it.
Didn't even press answer. I'm sorry, my phone is very...
So, Tori super disrespectfully keeps her phone on her the entire game show with her cord plugged in, which that part kind of bothers me too.
broken. Mom, I can't talk.
Maybe that solves crimes.
Oh yeah. What was the name of that movie? Detective Blowhole. Oh yeah.
I have phone.
I kind of feel bad for Sinjin because honestly, this does not go well for him.
Fixed your Pearphone so it works without...
Making his game show not look like the best.
Car batteries from a Volvo.
Tori insists on keeping this phone, which is a crazy B-plot.
The new XT will come out like the next day.
And she keeps re-explaining why she's holding on to this phone so hard, and I'm just like, Tori, like, let it go, it's just a phone. Go outside, play some games, do some checkers.
Robbie?
Hey, Tori.
Hey, Sinjin, what?
Well, After the show last night, I went to the parking lot to give Beck and Jade their trophy for being voted worst couple, and Jade ran over me.
So Beck and Jade end up winning for the worst couple, which honestly is very frustrating, especially for them.
Jade ran over me.
She ran over you?
Just my legs. Will you give this?
And Jade ran over St. John. Oh my god. Okay, is that not pushing things too far? This is when I'm saying when this show gets really unhinged. Like, she just ran over St. John and we're just not talking about it.
Spit in my apple juice.
Ew.
That's not a good sign.
Tori's phone is messed up, so they actually make it relevant in the transition scenes with all these broken keyboard buttons. Very creative.
Why do you care if we were voted?
So Beck and Jade actually get into a full-on argument about this in the closet. And I think Beck is actually taking this seriously, and the only conscious one in the relationship to be like, hey, maybe we're kind of toxic? Which, yeah, they're definitely a toxic couple. It's almost like satirized to a fault, where it makes you think, as an adult, maybe these relationships are okay. Kat comes in and gets involved. Oof, that's not good. And Beck uses her as an example, which is very fair. I feel like Beck is the straight character in this show, the only one that's, like, grounded to what's going on, and yet he's rarely used, so it's kind of funny. Kat passes out for the teacher to ask what's going on with her.
Oh, Luther. Why?
And they think it's the janitor, which is not cool. I hate that they're, like, cornering him like this. Like, don't make this man feel like, don't show us this man as if he's, like, guilty of doing something. Like, I don't know, this one is just a joke in poor taste. So we go back to the card table. Okay, they replace the dining room table with an excuse to keep these main characters talking.
You invite.
Rex is here, but it really doesn't matter, guys. I feel like Rex is almost, like, not focused on. He's like a joke that went on too long, and now they just have to keep him here.
No, if I buy another GX, well, there's no need for you guys to mock me simultaneously. That we didn't invite you guys to play, but,
Tell her why.
So later, Jade and Beck show up to Tori's house, demanding why they didn't get invited, which is a very awkward situation. I can't imagine a conversation going like this in today's society. I feel like because of phones and social media, people are a lot less honest, and maybe that's why this show is a little cathartic for some people. Like, they like the quote-unquote honesty, but I do think it's a little blunt for no reason sometimes. So Jade and Beck break up pretty much in front of their friends, and it's kind of sad the way it goes down, but they have Trina to make a comedic relief out of the whole thing, which is in pretty bad taste because she just keeps hitting on him in front of Jade, and that's just very disrespectful. Jade gives him one more chance. Jade gives him one more chance to save this relationship, and he heavily debates it. Almost not breaking up with her, but she walks away. And that's pretty much it. That is the end of their relationship, which is kind of crazy because they've been together this whole series, and it's very... And it definitely hits the audience, like, really hard that they're officially not together anymore. And just the metaphor of them both being on different sides of the door is kind of sweet, but it's victorious. I don't like giving it too much credit. They just go about their night as if that didn't just happen. If I were Beck, I'd be crying my eyes out. Tori finally buys the Paraphone GX, and oh my gosh, of course, that just has to be the positive ending.
another GX.
Yeah.
What do they say?
My thumb looks bad.
And Beck and Jade are officially not together. Okay, cool. Yeah, so a big sign of shows going off the rails is them not completing storylines. Like, ending on horrible notes, like this relationship. All around, I like the concept of St. John hosting this show. I like that Tori... I like that Beck and Jade's relationship is finally being addressed and taken seriously. Like, there's a lot of upsides to this, and I'm actually enjoying the third season so far. Like, these last 2 episodes were pretty good. I think the Breakfast Bunch really got me off to a rocky start, and now I'm a little nervous for the rest of it. But the next one is probably my favorite in this entire season. Ooh. It's called Andre's Horrible Girl. Okay. Meow, meow, meow. How's everybody feeling in the chat? I'm going to take a look real quick. An entire show based on Sinjin. Could you imagine? Oh, everybody, yeah. What is your favorite ship? Put your favorite ship on this show in the chat. Mine is Robbie and Kat. Okay, let's get back to it.
Why'd you just throw your drink in the trash?
So we start out Andre's Horrible Girl with Jade watching Kat throw a can of soda into the trash for no reason. These small moments of nonsense are really admirable. Like, I like that Nickelodeon really tests to see if you're paying attention. Like, sometimes they test it to a fault where they just put out inappropriate stuff as if they don't care what you notice. But this is one of the funnier moments because it's a lot more subtle. Jade and Beck are officially broken up, so she's trying to get solace from Kat, but not admit it, so she's just kind of being a bad friend in this moment, honestly. Do you ever have a friend that only hangs out with you when they need something from you? That's how I feel like Jade is, for sure. So she's like... So Kat's telling her she's babysitting her boss's house, and Jade's like, okay, I'm gonna come too. Oh, okay. Meanwhile... Tori is surprised. Tori and the group are surprised why Andre hasn't introduced everybody to his new girlfriend. Honestly, for me, I would be a little bit offended. I'd be like, why not? But we learn pretty quickly that they do not have the best relationship. And getting off that episode with Beck and Jade, I would say this show is the king of toxic relationships. And this girl is unapologetically bitter and not treating Andre with respect at all. Like, not even trying. It'd be one thing if, like, he was trying to work around her feelings, but they don't even have an empathetic bone in their body when they're writing this show. Like, I'd love to see a grounded situation in which somebody has to admit to their friends that they don't like the person they're with. They finally get Andre to admit it then they head out, that's when they head over to Nozu. And this is the first time we get this new location, new hangout, and I love Nozu. I think this is a great addition to the show, especially since, like, that karaoke bar was kind of trying to do the same thing, but wouldn't quite get there. They acknowledge it with the owner of the building, and she, like, tries to pretend like this is nothing. Andre admits to Tori that he's only with this girl because her dad is a record producer. Oh my god, real mature Andre. I do feel like this is how people in LA operate. It's, like, very transactional, but the fact he, like, at first is trying to act like he likes her is kind of sad. Like, Tori clearly knows something's up. They're, like, really good friends. These are a lot of moments for nice heart-to-hearts with these teenagers talking about relationships and situations that they just refuse to take. They just do comedy beat after comedy beat. Andre doesn't like this girl. This girl doesn't like Andre. Disrespect, disrespect. That's the entire show of Victorious in a nutshell. So Jade hangs out with Kat at her boss's house, only to see that she has a signed guitar with Elvis Presley on it. And for some reason, this is Jade's idol. Didn't expect that piece of lore to be dropped. And this whole B-plot is very stressful. Because, like, Kat is literally just in this woman's home trying to take care of things, and Jade is honestly the chaotic one, which is crazy between her and Kat, like, that has to be that way. She ends up breaking the guitar, which ends up feeling like a Drake and Josh episode. Kat and Jade are really good together. I wish they got the spin-off show instead of Sam and Kat. Like, give Jeanette McCurdy a break. So once Trina hears that Andre's girlfriend's dad is a record producer, she changes her whole personality to try to meet him. Oh my god, of course. She is like the fangirl to the max. So Tori and Andre are about to sing a song at this girl's birthday party and potentially be famous because of that. But Andre finds himself getting more and more discouraged by this lie, especially the way she treats him. It's just so not cool. Like, look at some of the things she says. He ends up not being able to keep up the lie and just breaks up with her right then and there. But she still wants him to perform the song, which this is the most logic broken part of the entire episode. I don't know why he still gets to get his... I don't know why he gets his cake and eats it too. Like, this is ridiculous. Jade does her best to fix the guitar, which at first is like really sweet. Like maybe her and Kat could get through this plot line pretty simply. Beck and Robbie come over to help out, and it's really awkward because Jade and Beck broke up, but at least they remind us of that. That's some good storytelling. And everything gets so much worse. Jade even ends up breaking all the antique stuff in the building, and it's like, wow, they're not going to get their way out of this one. And I like it when stories like create situations where there's like no way out. And poor Kat, like Jade's recklessness really put her in a predicament in a way that like I think is just going a little overboard. She is not a great friend. And like when I was like worried about Andre and Tori do the song at Quincy's birthday party, and yeah, it's a good song. I don't have much to say about it. They're just trying to kill 3 minutes, and it worked. Meanwhile, Trina's trying to get the record producer's attention, and this is getting really dangerous, Trina. Do not come up from under the table. That's so crazy. Right when Kat thinks that she is screwed and her boss is going to be furious, an earthquake happens. Oh, I see. Not only does it happen to that place, it also happens at Nozu, actually hurting Andre's girlfriend, and I guess that's supposed to be the solution of the episode. Andre smiles at the whole situation? Oh my god, Victoria, stop. And this is the perfect excuse for Beck, Kat, Jade, and Robbie to tell her boss. And yeah, he just agrees. The moral of the story, you can get away with anything as long as there's an earthquake. And they pull away Andre's girl on a gurney. Oh my god, guys, why is this going so far? We get one more reprise of the song after a post-earthquake Nozu, and I don't know why the owner's not concerned about cleaning this up or anything. It just ends here. What are they trying to say with Andre's horrible girlfriend? Like, I don't understand what this episode's doing. All around, like, good job, like, keeping up with the consistency with most of it, but this is too much. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm so embarrassed at how long this is taking. Choof. Loud. While the last episode wasn't necessarily bad, it definitely didn't have a good message by the end of it. This one, though, has a lot more interesting concepts. It's called Car, Rain, and Fire.
Hey, Kat! I've been looking all over for you. Where are you? Call me. Hey, have you guys seen Kat?
Sorry, but I really need to find Trina because she's spreading rumors about me and...
never mind, I'll find her. Kat! Where have you been? I've been trying to find you since I woke up this morning.
At least you woke up.
Well, you're dressed in sad colors and...
So Tori and Beck both have their own plots. Beck is trying to find Trina because apparently she spread rumors that they're dating. Oh my gosh, Trina, she is unhinged. And Tori is trying to work on a project with Kat. She sees that Kat is dressed really depressing, and Kat makes a lot of really dark jokes considering they're actually talking about death. Yeah, so Kat's favorite...
Patterson is.
That's what's so sad. She's one of my favorite actresses ever. She was on
favorite actress. which is a good tie-in to the Hollywood theme. I actually like that.
But now, even because I have one that smells like cinnamon buns.
Did Mona Patterson like cinnamon buns?
I don't know. We weren't friends.
Okay, just you find Mrs. Patterson's address, and then after school.
Tori's focused on getting this project done, so she's like, why don't we go to Ramona Patterson's house and pay tribute to her? That way we can get the project done. And cool, yeah, it becomes essentially a little adventure.
We'll drive to her house.
Yeah, I'll drive you guys to her house.
Why'd you change your mind?
At first they ask Jade if she wants to come with them, and she says no until she finds out this woman's dead, and then she gets, like, weirdly into it. Ugh, God. Why do they have to play into such dark topics?
Because it's been less than 24 hours.
Date me, and pretty soon I'll have boys fighting over.
Trina's pretty unapologetic to Beck about the rumors she's creating, and it's kind of crazy to look at somebody in their face and be like, yeah, I created a rumor about you. The end. It's like, what? Sorry, I'm checking the chat.
Okay.
Will you make me a chicken?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll make you a chick. Some turkey.
Sorry.
Hours? I thought we were just driving to some dead actress's house and lighting a candle.
We are. Her house is in San Diego.
So we learn that we finally get in the car, and it's Tori, Kat, and Jade on a little road trip. Turns out she lives in San Diego, which is at least like 2 hours away. Oh my gosh. So yeah, at first they're like, we're not gonna go. But then they full out commit to doing it. And they try to do their science project in the car, which you guys are going to an art school. Does it really matter you get a good grade on this science project? In the B plot, Beck actually gives in to Trina's rumors and just acts like her boyfriend right off the gate and even kisses her. You don't know what's going on. As an audience member, I think this is insane, especially since him and Jade aren't together. I'm like been thrown for a loop. The adventure with the girls ends up getting worse when it starts to rain, and it turns out they don't have a hood. Oh my gosh. So it's Kat's brother's car, and they do not have any of the things that you need. Which sucks, because this is a 2-hour ride, and I'm already getting anxiety for this trip. I would not want to go on this.
Oh, you gotta help me cook the turkey.
So Beck asked Trina to make him a turkey, and she does not know how to cook. She's running around the kitchen like a crazy person, even gets a raw turkey into the microwave. Like, none of this stuff is actually working. Her dad doesn't seem to care either, and I love when the parents get involved, guys. The parents are the worst parents in any show I've ever seen. They are unapologetic, they are rude, dismissive, and they do not know what their kids are up to. Like, I can't even believe it. Meanwhile, the rain gets horrible, and I feel terrible for these girls. Like, this is the worst situation you could be in. They finally make a quick pit stop.
Oh, what is this?
Where they find a bag of feet in the trunk of the car, and it's like, how is Kat gonna explain this? And she really, really doesn't. They try to get the roof on, and of course there's no roof. They encounter a clown that's just terrifying, and this was in the era where people were scared of clowns. Like, this was a real thing.
Right to your house.
I don't understand.
Something wrong with me?
No, that...
We cut back to Trina and Beck, and while I still have so many questions, Andre shows up and tries to win Trina's heart. Beck then arrives and starts to fight Andre about this whole situation, and this is like Trina's dream come true, but she's terrified. And now I think I see what's about to happen with these people. It must be like an act of some sort. They finally get to Ramona's house, and Kat brings a picture and lights some candles, and it's a really, really sweet moment with Jade and Tori realizing why they came all this way. Aww. But they're interrupted by the actual woman herself, who didn't die, and like, how in the world did these guys get onto her front lawn so close? If she's really like a famous actress, I don't think her security would be that minimal. This woman is a horrible person, not respectful at all, and even brings out a water gun to shoot at them, which is so sad because Kat really cares about this woman, and, like, I feel for her. Like, you always have, like, your idol, but, like, can you imagine your idol squirting water at you until you leave their property? That's just depressing. Later, Robbie shows up to add to the drama of Andre and Beck, and then it's all three of them getting into a physical altercation. At least they're using their acting skills to the test. Trina gets so freaked out, only for them to pretend nothing ever happened. Like, why? And we learn it was all a prank to get back at her for spreading these rumors. Okay, I think I learned something. So yeah, Tori finally ends up finishing her science project with Kat. Guess they had an all-nighter. Still, I don't believe they could have put this together. Turns out, they turn on the news channel. They turn on the news only to find out the candles that Kat put down actually caused a real fire. Oh my lord.
Police officials say the only...
Tori just puts a finger up to her mouth, says to be quiet, and the episode ends there. And yeah, then we get an unnecessary musical number in the ending credits. I mean, at least an episode... This episode didn't waste 3 minutes of just them singing. The plot line is so funny. I like that they actually have like a bonding trip, but none of them actually are getting along during it. The fact that Tori has this whole goal of finishing the science project is just, you already feel bad before it starts. And I feel horrible watching the rain go down. This one is probably one of my favorites in the season because it actually balances like a real story. And despite the fact that the end is despite the fact they didn't learn anything by the end, except for the fact they could literally get away with murder, the rest is fine. I think I had a good time with this. And the thing that is cool about Beck and Jade breaking up is they could actually get... These two characters can get a lot more intimate with the other cast members in a way they couldn't before. Because they were always, like, kind of glued together. So that's where I want to go on to the next episode, Tori and Jade's Playdate. I can't do it anymore, guys. Thank you for watching. So we got through episode 1, season 3. We got through episode 2 of season 3. Episode 3 of season 3. Episode 4 of season 3. See, like, this I think was, like, enough, you know, like, I mean, I pump out my videos pretty quick, but doing 5 episodes of a season, that's like half a whole season of Victorious. Thank you, Lammy. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think that was fun. As normal as I'm acting. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'm not going to do this super often, but if you want to join me, you're always welcome. Thank you guys so much, and have a good day. And good night.